Hello, Leo, sweet pussycats. How are you doing? Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So I'm going to do past, present, and future energies for you today, Leo. And yeah, I'm calling them quickies this week because it's not that I might actually have time to do like more readings in a day, but I just don't have a lot, like a 30-40 minute reading because I have all these little appointments like all over the place. So although not too bad right now. Lily came back from the groomers, my little dog, so she looks so pretty right now. I went to the dentist and got tortured again, so I have new things in here. I had these, I call them, a bite pad. That's what it is, to bring my jaw, train my jaw to come forward now. See, that's how it's gonna sit. But when I discovered something felt different out here, I broke it. I went in. And I told him, I said, it feels kind of different the last couple of days. But I think it's just, I think it's broken. Nobody's ever broken that. What did you do? You didn't do anything. So anyways, and I've already been through bite pads. These ones are different though. I've been through 4 sets of bite pads that I broke it too. So I don't know what I do in there. I mean, apparently don't stick your finger in there. I might bite it right off. So anyways, I had this, it was a horrible, I have to talk to somebody, it was horrible. So he had this stinky epoxy. If you smell that stuff they used to glue things to your teeth, oh God, it's just like it's a horrible, it must be so toxic. You're thinking, they're putting it in your mouth. So he glued that thing in there. That's not, no, that's not coming out anymore. But then to put these bite pads in, you're like tilted upside down practically. And then they got these wads of cotton and stick it under your tongue and they stick it over in your cheek. Try not to gag, because I'm a bit of a gagger to start with, because he's got to keep it all dry around the tooth. So he's telling my tongue to relax. Relax your tongue. Relax your tongue. Relax your tongue. I'm trying. But it's like it has a mind of its own. I don't know. I really think that about the tongue. Because now it's in there. It's investigating the bite pads. It's trying to figure everything out. It really has like a little mind of its own. Yeah. It's just kind of funny, right? Like they talk about guys, like they have 2 heads. They have, they both have their own little mind. I swear the tongue has one too. I don't have a wee-wee, so I don't know. But I know the tongue. She's telling it to relax. It's like I have no control over it. And so he's got that in my mouth. And he's got that thing in my mouth. And then he's made this bite thing. I'll get to the reading in a minute. Okay, I gotta like blow off some steam here. And then he's put this other stinky epoxy that I had to bite into to form where he wants my bite to eventually sort of be. So then he puts that on my mouth. And I'm biting on now. Or I got this thing under my tongue and a thing in my cheek. And then the girl's got suction and she's going into my mouth. And I'm upside down feeling like I'm going to choke to death. I'm going to die. Right now, this is it. This is where it ends. And he looks down at me and says, everything okay? And I swear to God, my heart is like racing. It's really like I can, what am I going to say? No, I can't do it. It's terrible. And then he had to do it on the other side. Relax your tongue. Relax your tongue. Get your tongue out of the way. Well, I don't know where to put it. I don't know. If there's any dentists watching. I don't even feel like that when they stuff the water under your tongue and then over here. It's like you feel, if you've ever had a piece of food that's kind of under the back of your tongue, oh my God, to me, that's just the worst spot ever. I don't know what it is about that spot. It's so highly sensitive. And then I came home and I'm sort of like, I'm kind of like shaky because my adrenaline was going. I thought I was going to die. And he's making jokes the whole time. I just keep it, easy breezy. Okay, you okay? And then he asks you questions. It's like, how do you expect me to talk? Hey, you put this under my tongue. You put it in my mouth. It's got suction in there. I got a bite thing here. And then you're telling me not to move my tongue. And you're asking me questions. I gotta think they're all sadists. I don't know. And I came home and Lily wasn't here because she's my like emotional support dog. I really needed a cuddle. And she wasn't here because she was getting groomed. And then I thought, oh, she's probably all freaked out too. She's probably got, her heart's probably racing and So anyways, we had lunch, Lily and I. Do you want to come and see everyone? I put a picture of her in the community page. You can go see her there. She's sleeping. She's so tired. She's always so tired after grooming. It's a lot of work, you know. It's a lot of stress. She's really pretty. She smells like apricot jam. She smells really good. Not perfumey, like literally. I don't know if they bathed her in apricots. It smells good. So Leo, that's my thing. It's just like, and you know what? I'm talking a little different now because I had these bite pads in here, and it kind of, like the side of my tongue is touching that. So now there's even less room than there was before. And then too, and he's like, open your mouth, wider. I don't know if he's got like big bear paws and he can't fit them in there, but it's probably because he's got all that other shit in there too. Like I said, I don't ask them what they're going to do before because it'll just give me anxiety. I don't want to know. It's just, I'll experience it while I'm in the chair. And I guess too, I don't have a lot of experience with that stuff because I've never had a cavity. I know, right? So knock on wood. I've never had one. And so I don't know. Although I did have a gum. I had a gum. One of my gums recessed really bad once. I don't know why. I know my other ones did. You ever had that? I'll never do that again either. I'd rather get dentures. I swear to God. They had to, apparently now someone was telling me they use cadaver gums. Cadaver gum? So if you need a gum graft, they take one from a dead person and they put it in your mouth. I just thought to myself, of all the places I would not want cadaver tissue, my mouth is probably number one. Number one, I would not want cadaver tissue is in my mouth. So anyways, the old way was they would take the roof of your mouth and then they would graft it on. Oh my God. So yeah, you got needles up here because they're cutting your gum away. And then you got needles down here because they're stitching it in. And remember when he was doing it, the freezing was starting to go down here and he's stitching in the gum. This is years ago. This is like 15, 20 years ago maybe. And the freezing's starting to go. And I started like, I couldn't feel it. He's like, hey, I'm almost done. I'm almost done. God, I tell you, they're all sadists. They really are. Oh, and then, so then you got to heal up there and you got to heal here. Yeah, a dentist was telling me one day, hygienist said, no, they use cadaver gums now. So it's not so bad. You know what? It'll be dangerous before I do that again. Oh, you know what, Lee? I don't know. Put up your hand. Put in the comments if you've had to deal with any of this stuff with dentists. And how do you feel about that? When they shove that big, long cotton swab thing under your tongue and in your gum and suction on the side and then open wider and you're upside down. Like, if anything falls out, I'm going to choke to death. You just, you know. Why don't they do it so, like, a car, you know, like when the car gets the oil changed? Why don't you kind of hang like this and they got to look up at you so things could just fall out of your mouth? I think that would be better for the patient instead of like laying on your back like that. All right, Leo, I'm going to put a timestamp in here. You tell them I don't have to rush anywhere. It's not on my appointments today, so lucky you. Let's do that. Let's do Leo timestamp. Anyone who doesn't want to listen to Cindy's dental issues. All right, Leo, pussycats. Past, present, and future energy. Oh, there's the past. The past came flying out. Flow. You're in the flow. Now, one of the things, I didn't tell you what I was using. I'm using my God and Titan deck. So apparently we already, well, no, I have to keep shuffling. We don't know what's at the bottom. I'm using my God and Titan deck. And I use it for Cancer, and it's really interesting. So I haven't studied real hard on all these different gods and titans, but what I'm really interested in is the word at the bottom, what they kind of represent, and some of the pictorial imagery that's going to come through on the card. So if you know all sorts of stuff about Poseidon, although wasn't he like, yeah, gosh, I want to say like Neptune energy, like Pisces. I would kind of say like Pisces. See, look at how I felt that out. I'm kind of saying like it feels sort of like Piscean energy with Poseidon and flow. So really being deep in the waters, being deep in your emotions, being deep in your mind and your fantasies and the unknown. Kind of swimming in it. Really swimming in like the unknown. And whether that's a good swim or a bad swim. To being a fire sign, like maybe kind of, it might have made you feel sort of drenched and depleted. Like coming up for air. Like being in the dentist chair with all that stuff in your mouth. but flow. But things were flowing. Things were at least flowing. But it might have not been in your element, like an element that you're typically comfortable in. But things were definitely flowing. So we're going to look at the present and the future for Leo. There's the present. Look at all your cards are just coming out. So nice. Death. Hades. Ooh. So this is, I know a little bit about this guy. He protects the underworld, or he protects the nasty stuff from coming out of the underworld into the living, so that the living don't have to deal with, you know, the dead that are restless and grumpy and angry and maybe dentists, I don't know. But death and rebirth. So it's almost like a tarot card, like going through some sort of dramatic change with it. Even protecting others. And then look at your cards are just coming out. Leo. Then in the future you have perfection. It's such a Leo reading. It's like, yeah, we know, Cindy, we know. We've been working on it, and there it is. It's coming in the future. Wow, and then you have skill at the bottom. What are you working on, Leo? You're perfect. I kind of feel like, yeah, perfecting you. Kind of swimming in elements that you're not comfortable with in the past, like really diving into it. Almost as if noticing and realizing, recognizing that, hey, I can't be the strongest me if I only focus on what my easy, natural attributes are. So focusing on something that was not as easy to navigate. And almost as if after you've done this, then it puts you into this death and rebirth card. So you're going through some sort of an ending. Could be an ending of the ego, could be a cycle ending. It's fairly prominent, I would think, with this cards that come out like that. I do feel like there's protection around you while you're going through this ending. It's like a lot of Mars, right? Like Scorpio and Aries, both harnessing Mars energy. And Scorpio to me is the death. Well, not just to me, but to other readers too, is the death card in the tarot. But yet we see all these rams and the horns symbolizing sort of like that Mars energy. So rebirth, birthing through the flames, coming up through the fire. And then perfection. Fierce. There's the roar. Let me hear you roar, Leo. Look at that. Fierce roar. Like really being strong and in your power and in your element. You probably haven't been to the dentist lately. Let's see. This looks like the same dude. Is it? No, one has a beard and one doesn't. Or one has a goatee. I don't know. Gosh, they look so similar. I don't know, all these gods and stuff have something like, so many of them have like red hair. Thing. Did they all come from the north? It's kind of funny. All right. Ooh, look at that split. You have the Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups. That's a nice split. What is this? Fierce perfection. What are you going to proclaim? I don't know. We have to go to the tarot, and we have to let it speak the truth to us now. I can go on and on about my antidotes. Nothing's coming out right. You know, not the antidote, but anecdotal. One day I won't have all this stuff in my mouth. So we're going to pull out 3 cards for each one of these, and we're going to get into a little more nitty-gritty truth here for you. Oh, there's an extended. This as well. The link is at the top of the description if you're drawn to it. Why won't you go in? All right. The 7 of Wands. You go there. The Knight of Wands. The Hierophant. Okay. The Page of Cups. The Hanged Man. The 4 of Cups. See? You are going through something here. Perfection in the future. 9 of Cups. I like that. The World. And the 3 of Pentacles. You're going to perfect something. You're going to perfect how you're working with people or what you're creating. You've got the Queen of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords at the bottom. Indecision about grounding something, nurturing yourself or someone or a situation. Now this flow, all of this feeling and emotion, it's connected to some sort of deeper commitment or calling here. And there's a lot of wands though showing up in it. There's sort of a defensive energy, but that defensive energy is sort of releasing in the Seven of Wands. All the other wands are down. So this defense is kind of going away, and there's an awful lot of mojo coming through, but there's something holding it back. It sort of feels like in the past, you almost have like a big passion and desire that you would like to, that you've been wrestling with. That's what that feels like with the Seven of Wands and the Knight of Wands. You've been wrestling with some sort of passion and desire that's sitting inside of you. But with the flow, like you have to just let things flow, because there's, no, you can't do that. Feels like that. Like, no, 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 no. That's not right. Not now. Like the Hierophant is coming in right strong there, almost like to whip you back into to place or something. No, no. So the only thing you could possibly do is go deep in your emotions about this. Something outside of your control in the past was holding you back from what you feel really passionate about, where you want to go towards, what you want to do. But no. I'm curious to know what that Hierophant is. It could be it could be how you see yourself in a marriage too, or how you see yourself in connections. It could be maybe be more, I don't know, fun in a relationship, but not right now. Some things, there's like no fun for you. That's what this feels like. No fun for you right now. In the past. So going deep into your emotions and your feelings. Being a Piscean card too, I think it could also be like a lot about your fantasies and your imagination, trying to take it there. If it's feeling like it's being held back by some other element in your life. Well, nobody can stop me from living it in here. I can do that. There we go with this death card. It doesn't look dark and heavy. So I feel like either maybe that you've initiated it, or you're coming out on the other end here like pretty soon. So Page of Cups, the Hanged Man, and then the Four of Cups. You know, kind of like the early stirrings of romantic energy, feeling kind of fresh and lighthearted, light-footed, you know, light on your feet, just feeling a little bit alive. That's what I mean. It feels like you're coming out of this death. Like it's the rebirth end of this card right now for you. So perhaps whatever you were struggling with over here is more connected to the ending of something. Because now I feel like you're not ready to bust out of the gates and explore everything that's out there. You want to take the time to kind of look at everything and see everything from a new, fresh set of eyes. And you know what? I'm sort of feeling like you might even be passing things up with this Four of Cups. There might be some things that you're passing up. You see things differently. And when I say things that you're passing up, like you may have in the past gravitated towards whatever these offers could be. I mean, they could be offers of friendship. They could be romantic offers. They could be job opportunities, just doing something with friends. But right now, I think you're just seeing things differently. Like you've come out of the depths of something and you see things a lot differently. So you're not ready to jump forward or backwards. You're just kind of staying there and assessing everything. I guess as you kind of get your own grounding from whatever you've been through. And then it's good though. Like what you're doing is really good, because you can come out as perfect. You can be perfect on the other end. Now, there's one thing with this card. I kind of feel like there could be the realization of how perfect you really are, or how comfortable you feel about even your flaws, your faults, what people might identify as those, like embracing them and feeling really good about it. You might seem unapproachable. I don't know. But you know what? If you got it shining like that, it might just be the kind of energy that causes things that are not in your alignment to fall away. Because the first thing you had here was the Nine of Cups. This is really good. I mean, this tells me in the future you're going to be vibrating at the frequency that the universe vibrates itself at. So you're going to be in alignment with yourself, with your destiny, with your deeper soul, with your inner child. You're going to be communicating to the universe to manifest. And you're ending a cycle. I feel like it kind of talks about, wrapping this all up that you've been doing. You're ending a cycle. And then you're going right into how can I share and grow what I know about myself and what I know about my own experience. Like, you don't have to share the details of your life, but sort of at least the energy, the enthusiasm, the confidence that you're going to have, sharing that and using it to make and create things outside of just yourself, which is nice. So I'm curious about this Hierophant. It's just like the Hierophant is party pooper energy. That's how I describe that. The party pooper. Yeah. All right. What is this Hierophant in the past? The Page of Cups. Isn't that interesting? Because the Page of Cups is here. The Hierophant's being clarified by a Page of Cups. There could be some sort of responsibility to young children or a young child. Maybe... I was just reading an interesting article. You know how they anticipated that there would be more births, like 9 months after kind of COVID started? Well, it was apparently in Canada, at least the opposite. There's less births than what would typically take place. Because people are sick of each other. Although they also said, too, it's also harder when the kids are never out of the house. So, I don't know. I guess it's really kind of funny. This Page of Cups with the Hierophant. Okay, it's just funny because I don't know if there's masculine energies watching this. It looks like to me like having to beat off your wife because the kids are there. You can't, the kids are here. But I don't think it's that. But it could be for somebody. There's some sort of defensive energy. Like this Queen of Pentacles, she's sitting right here too. And the Two of Swords, you're not really sure how to negotiate it. So it's coming up as a Hierophant. It is some sort of commitment. This could be to a parent, to a spouse. This could be the commitments on some level that you have with the community around you. Because the Queen of Pentacles is very supportive. But there's the Seven of Wands twice. The Seven of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles twice. There's really a defensive energy. And maybe it's almost like a little peace offering. This little Page of Cups. Because that's, kind of simple and sweet. A little bit poetic and gentle. But really... it's almost like maybe your conscience too. The Hierophant could be acting as your conscience. What you really want to do is just go crazy and jump somebody, but you can't do that. So it's like a little cup. I don't know, Leo. This is a really interesting energy. I think I say that in all the readings now. These guys are so fascinating. They really are. So now you have the Page of Cups over here as part of this death and rebirth. Maybe you had a little cup and nobody noticed it. So what's this Page of Cups with the Death? Poking me. That was there. Oh, look at. It's the Lovers, Temperance. Okay, this is, you still have your eye on something that you want, something you'd like to acclaim for yourself. It feels pretty divinely guided to you. And you're thinking, you know what, this is about divine timing. I'm going to watch and I'm going to pay attention to the clues and the signals and I'm going to figure out when is the right time. So you're almost to even putting away a game plan and making a new one. But you're not rushing into anything here. Like currently, you're just hanging tight with the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man, hanging tight with the Hanged Man. The Five of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. What are you trying to watch and learn about with the Hanged Man? You're trying to understand, possibly, going from an energy of depletion to an energy of everything. Trying to understand that? Is it something you would like to create for yourself? Going from, literally, the Five of Pentacles, having having almost nothing in your pocket, having nowhere to live, to being like the king of the castle, really mature, really stable, having all the answers, being independently sovereign here, looking really good, looking after yourself. You're asking yourself some of the deeper questions now. And you might have in the past been distracting yourself a little bit from that with something else. I think that's still in your mind here though. But now it's almost like you're looking at things a little deeper within yourself. And the Four of Cups, like this does, the Four of Cups speaks of missing offers, or your offers being missed, however that can play out. But this person is really sort of self-reflective. Like all these offers are sitting sort of on the same playing field. I mean, there is one behind them, but they're not even looking at any of these. They're looking within. This person is really looking within. So if you're missing offers or not really doing anything right now, it's because you're offering to yourself right now. That's what you're doing. You're offering to yourself right now. This Four of Cups. Exactly, Cindy. Ace of Swords. So you're offering to yourself right now. But moving forward, see, I love it because you're really taking on that whole concept. If the plane's going down, put the oxygen mask on yourself first so you can assist others moving forward. Because what you're trying to do is really perfect who you are and who you'd like to be. You want to be fierce and brave. That's what I feel like. You want to be fierce and brave. The Nine of Cups. Interesting. I would call this almost like a bit of a hermit energy. It doesn't come out and scream it where you currently are. But look, you want to be fierce and brave. I feel like it's trying to figure out a new way of coming out of being self-reflective and be more, it's almost like going from being in a cycle where you're maybe currently a little bit introverted, and then becoming more extroverted, either with everyone or a situation. How to reassess that? Becoming more extroverted. And maybe thinking about maintaining this sense of balance and harmony that you have in yourself with the Nine of Cups. How do I keep that going as I move out of just being in my own energy here? The World card. So you're putting an end to a cycle. Ending off a cycle. What is this? Could this be a cycle of slow? The Two of Cups into the Knight of Pentacles. Slowly moving away from a Two of Cups? Slowly moving away? Or you're ending slowly moving? There's not a lot of cups anywhere in this reading. Like, it's just like a surprise all of a sudden with that. I didn't really feel it at any other point in here. You have the Page of Cups twice, and that's it. There's no other cups except here. So why is this? What are you moving away from? Well, okay, well, you're going into the Three of Pentacles. Maybe that'll give us an answer here. Where's this Three of Pentacles? This new beginning? You got the Three of Pentacles again. The Chariot, the Three of Pentacles, the Wheel, the Two of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. Definitely taking some movement here to work and collaborate with some other people. But the Wheel, you want to change the way that's happening. You want to change in the future how you're working with others here. You've got, like, you're looking out and you're trying to acclaim something that either is going to put you in a position where you can really give the best of yourself, or you're good, whatever you're dealing with, it's always going to be a real equal give and take here. So I'm still curious about, like, slowly, it looks like slowly walking away from the Two of Cups, or slowly, or being slow with it, but that's not even coming up in your future. So I feel like you're walking away from something emotionally. The Knight of Cups, see? Interesting. But perhaps this has something to do with the perfection that you seek for yourself. Walking away from trying to find anything else that would connect with you. Perfection. yeah, you're not going to share. You are not. It looks like going into the future, Leo, you don't, for whatever reason, maybe you're thinking, no, why would I? Well, I don't know. It's something like going to the Nine of Cups. Nope, not going over here. Not going to share my feelings. I don't know why. It's not really coming out real strong. Like, there's a reason for that to happen, but maybe there is in your past. Look, the Seven of Swords is at the bottom. So you're getting out of something. There's something here that you're pulling away from. And it feels like at first you're doing it to look deeper into yourself here. But then as you move forward, maybe you see like bigger things for yourself moving forward. And what you saw as equality in the past, you do not see as equality in the future. But there's definitely no wanting to move forward with your feelings in any way. And look at the Three of Pentacles, there are no cups there again. This is keeping things like really practical in your life. So there you go, Leo. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for putting up with me with my mouth situation. I'm going to go do your extended. If I see you, they're great. If not, I hope to see you here next time. Thank you so much, guys, and be gentle with yourselves. Bye.